Day 41, Memorial Day in the United States, so our markets were closed today. On that basis, no action for us to take, but I did notice on the after hours on Friday, we got into a couple of trades. Walmart here, that just about knocked us into the trade. A little bit down, but that's fine. What's not as fine is the McDonald's second wise man that we got into. It was 11.33 was the entry, and the high of the day where it got us in. The actual high price of the candle was 251.71, but it got us in the trade at 253, pretty widespread. And then sadly, it dropped like a rock after getting us in. So if you look on the 30-minute chart, so because it was at 11.33, and this is the 11.30 period here, it must have got us in 3 minutes in near this high here. Really strange, but absolutely dropped. And so we are already $777 down for that one. Oh, not ideal, but maybe it will kick back when the markets reopen tomorrow. Day 42, and a pretty nice day it was. Let's start with McDonald's. Thankfully, it turned around, didn't hit the low at all, just went up and up. What a day for it. About 3.5% so far for the close. And it does mean we can trail this stop loss from the first wise man single up quite a bit beneath the low of the next candle. So there it is. Now into the territory of guaranteed meaningful profits, not just a little bit, maybe another tenner or something. Taking home at least $119.76, even if it was to turn around and knock it out right now. We will keep a stop loss from the second wise man signal as is, but looking good for McDonald's. Walt Disney also pretty good, a green day, so we are in profit. Further in profit at least for the first wise man signal, and decent profits now from the second wise man with that 1% risk. Between those two trades, $450 up near enough. Trade number 3 at Walmart hasn't done much, to be fair, still hovering around our entry price on this one, only around about $40 to the good. Definitely much more McDonald's and Walt Disney that are carrying us, and we are being held back a little bit by United Health Group. But what we can do is we can take this fractal right here and we can treat that as a third wise man entry signal. Our first one of the strategy, so we'll get a buy stop order in just above the high of this candle, in between the high and where the actual fractal symbol is. Let's do the risk calculation. Entry price will be $508. Stop loss 487.50 we'll go for. So we want to risk just shy of $800. This is the inverse pyramid, remember, for the risk, so it's 0.8% of capital that we're risking. So it will be 36 shares for the volume. We can pop that down and see it appear. There it is. Just above the high for the entry and just below the low for the stop loss, that candle there. It's only narrowly past the alligator, so we'll see if it can keep on pushing. Has been on quite the run, just consolidating at the minute. Looking all right though. Haven't got in our second wise man stop order on Cisco Systems, but we can keep that one down at where it is. Maybe we'll get into it the next couple of days, and maybe it'll go beneath the stop loss. Who knows? Spin that wheel. Let's check the other 25 charts only, as we're involved in 5 of these now. JP Morgan Chase pushes some more, a bit bitter that we missed out on these signals here. Gonna keep talking about it, gonna keep checking in on JP Morgan. We got that third wise man on Nike, so we'll go for an entry here, a stop entry at least. Price is going to close near the high, so we'll go a bit above it. We'll call it 122 for the entry, maybe a little bit lower actually. We'll go 121.25 with a stop loss at 112.25. 1% risk as it is the second wise man signal. If you treated this doji down here, that looks like it could be a bit of a reversal candle. If you did treat that as a first wise man divergent signal, good for you. Getting a real push on and now getting into this second wise man. Let's pop it down. Market close. When did that close? 15 seconds ago maybe? Oh, we missed out there. Let's have a look. So close the trading at 5 to 11, but it does reopen in the after hours at 6 minutes past 11. So we'll just wait around and get the trade down then. Check the other charts in the meantime. We'll get a stop order down for Apple Inc. as well. That's given us a second wise man signal just come through now. All right, let's get these trades down. Nike, here we go. Okay, pop it down. There we go. Looking good. Apple Inc. up next. A little bit of a pullback on price. I think that's quite nice. Wouldn't have wanted to see a big green candle like it was yesterday. Now, hopefully this is the pullback and we're going to push. 151.50 on entry at 146.25 stop loss. Looking good. Don't mind backing Apple. And we also found Intel Corporation came through for us as well. A second wise man, third green bar in the awesome oscillator. Getting out at 43.25 if we do get out. So there we go, number 3. And then when you throw Cisco on top, that's 4 trades we got pending. Plenty that we're in. Well, I have to say, look at United Healthcare Group has already dropped right at the very end of the day. Not nice at all as it's gone into the after hours. And same with McDonald's as well. Where's our McDonald's gone? Yeah, you can see it's come down quite a bit when it went into the after hours. There it is in the 30-minute chart. That's the reopen, and it lost about 1.5%. Let's hope all that reverses and we get back to the good. Currently sitting at a grand down in all these trades. Walmart took a drop as well. Futures really did drop quite a bit as it went into the after hours there. 2% down on the after hours reopen. Well, all we'll do is come back tomorrow and just hope that these are looking slightly nicer than they do now. We hope so, as these swaps are starting to add up between them as well. It's probably about $30–40 worth of swaps on there. You need to start seeing those winning trades come through. Day 43, first off, didn't lose any trades today, so that's a good start. But overall, $1,300 down on these trades. Quite a bit of action going on. McDonald's, we can move that stop loss a little bit higher here to beneath the low of that candle there. Nothing else to do. We are a little bit down this second wise man again, tagged in a couple of days ago and hasn't moved much since. Really want to get that push. Don't want to see the pullback of any scale. Give us the money. Walt Disney, it did have a bit of a push and now it's coming back down, closing very near the open. Not really too much movement there. No fractal forming that we could look at getting a third wise man in yet. But we did get tagged in right at the end of yesterday on United Health Group into that third wise man trade, and it has dropped since then. So this one is a bit of a worry. About $700 down between these trades. Some of these looking very shaky. In fact, it got quite close to the stop loss. Let's just have a look. Wow, that was very close. We see on the 15-minute chart. Lucky to escape that one. Wow. Walmart had a red day, so that's gone towards our stop loss. Hopefully just a brief consolidation before a renewed push. Again, 1% risk on this one, so about $600 down, just shy. No good. And we did get into Apple as well, the second wise man signal. That tagged us in today, about 25 minutes after the open of the market. But a few $100 down, doesn't seem to want to push too much. At least it's hanging on in there, it hasn't gone to the stop loss. But overall, not much good news to say about these trades so far. We didn't get into Cisco Systems, that's still hovering around. Didn't get into Intel, again, not much movement going today. And also it didn't get into Nike, very close, so we can keep all those down, those stop orders. Still got the awesome oscillator to the good. Could have done with a bit of a better day, but not too much movement on the Dow index as a whole. From yesterday's close, about 0.16% down. Not too long left to the close. We'll check the other charts. We've had a look at quite a few of them already. Interesting candle on Salesforce. You can see the big gap up around about 9–10% to the open, but since then has made a bearish divergent bar floating out there on the charts. On top of the alligator, certainly no signal for us, but just interesting to see it like that. Let's get rid of the alligator. You can see it a bit better there. See what happens next with that. No extra signals for us, but we've got plenty of action going on these charts already. So let's just come back and check them again tomorrow. Day 44, plenty to update on. Not the best day for us, but it could have been worse. Let's start with McDonald's. We can drag this first stop loss up again. And in fact, we'll put it on top of the stop loss for the second wise man. And we've also got a third wise man right up here. That looks like it's going to entry price for about $254.50. 66 share volume. That gets us to 0.8% on the inverted pyramid risk. Let's get it on the charts. And so I have put the would-be stop loss for that a bit lower than the low of the candle. Just again on top of the other two stop losses, so they're all in the same area. In fact, let's make that one exactly 243, and then we know they're all identical. There we go. Going okay on Mackie D's. Apple Inc. managed to dodge the stop loss on this one as well. 15-minute chart. Let's see how close that came. Pretty close. About 0.5% off. So good that it's gone back up almost to our entry price. Just around about $185 down. Disney, again, not much action. Has gone to the good, so we are up more than we were yesterday, but not by a lot. We will move this stop loss from the first wise man signal up though. Still not in guaranteed profit, but a lot less of a loss if it does want to go there. Nike, we got into that trade and no action for us to take here. Hopefully that just wants to push. So far we are up about $150. There it is. United Health Group, that took a loss, unfortunately. That third wise man signal that we got dinged into just a day or so ago. It did hit the stop loss. Fortunately, we managed to save our other trade, the second wise man entry signal. That's still going, not looking good. Around $400 down. We did lose $738 on that trade, the third wise man entry signal, so not a good move there at all for us. That's bound to come. And we did have another loss as well. Walmart hit there, and it hit there quite near the low by the look of it as well. It looks like it's pushed back. We pull that up on the 15-minute chart. Yeah, that was pretty near the low. You see these dead periods, and then it bounces back up. So a little bit unfortunate there. $975 loss plus $1074 for the swap. So total about $1,700 loss from those two trades, which really isn't good. We are just about breaking even, slightly under, about $10 under for our active trades, but our balance down to 95,492, starting of course at 100,000. So not ideal. We've still got Cisco Systems down. Nothing's happened there. We can keep that trade going, and same for Intel. Getting close to getting this in, so maybe it's time. Let's check the other charts. Bullish divergent bar on Microsoft, right on top of the alligator though. Again, we saw a bearish divergent bar yesterday. Bullish today. It doesn't know what it's doing right now. Not anything for Profitunity there. Salesforce on the push again. Good day for them, about 7% up. No new signals, but same as yesterday. We still got plenty of action going on these charts. Just really can't see any more losing trades coming through. At least we do have some decent guaranteed profits with McDonald's from our first wise man now. Looking at about $242, even if it wants to head there straight away. Potential for it to keep on going. Third wise man signal down. This could be our savior. Let's hope so. We'll be back tomorrow. Day 45, end of the week. McDonald's teased towards our stop loss as well. Came within 1%, but reversed and back up since then. Still looking good for our wise man 1 and not so good for our wise man 2. Walt Disney, it back down again into this range. Not to the stop loss, and we're still in profit for the first wise man. But we do have a fractal forming as well here, so we can look at a third wise man entry signal right here. We'll put the stop loss a little bit lower for this third wise man. Pop it on top of the existing stop losses down here. 103.50 that'll be. Here we go, third wise man then on Walt Disney. Down it goes, 0.08% risk again. Inverse pyramid, of course. Doesn't really want to do a lot at the moment though. Hopefully it can push on. Get buying those Disney shares if you haven't been already. Nike, no real movement on that closing where it opened near enough. United Health Company, it's still near the stop loss, but it did manage to avoid it. What a miracle. Look at that close right by the stop loss, but it immediately pushed since then. It has come back down from the highs, but if it can keep going green, and this is the end of the retracement hopefully here, wouldn't that be something to see? Sure would. Cisco Systems come down a bit, about halfway to the stop loss as we're $500 down near enough. And we did suffer a loss on Apple, lost just shy of $1,000 there. It only took about 2 days for it to come down and wipe us out. No fun. We'll take a look at those other charts. That Amgen sell trade we took here that got wiped out immediately by the stop loss would have been going okay by now, to be fair. We'd certainly be in profit. We'll keep an eye for that third red awesome oscillator bar. See if we can get a second wise man signal out of it maybe. IBM having another nice push today, around about 2.5%. See if it can breach past this resistance level up here. No extra signals for us to finish off the week. Well, actually, I suppose we did get the third wise man entry signal down for Walt Disney, so that's something at least. But we are around about $1,300 down for our open trades. It is not getting better at the moment, but there's always hope. There's always hope. That'll finish us off for the week. Let's take a look at our trading journal. And if you have watched the video, it'll come as no surprise to you that we are chalking up a few more losses in the journal. United Health, third wise man, and Walmart, second wise man. Those two went yesterday for just over $1,700 combined. And of course, Apple's gone today for just shy of $1,000. We are going to need these remaining trades, pretty much all these open ones, to start turning green, becoming winners. We will keep checking for entry signals. No reason to stop with this one just yet. Could take a while to get going. But we are 9 weeks through now, and it is not looking good. Let's come back after the weekend.